Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So, I am Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and today's Mindset Monday, we are going to talk about how to really have emotional intelligence, because some of you may have seen me a last minute call. I didn't even tune in for the whole show for Black Magic 363. I didn't even tune in for the whole show. I was taking care of family and took a shower. Then my husband's home, so we've just been hanging and chilling. And then I tuned in, and my spirit, when he was like, I'm gonna take one more caller, my spirit was like, that should be you. So I clicked it, went in, and I was a caller. And the conversation was around Essence Fest and reparations. And I said some things, and I think I'm going to do a separate video just to kind of clarify, because I've been going viral based off my sentiments. I've had a couple of reaction videos based on what it is that I said. And, you know, I am a goddess, but I'm in this human body, and there are some things that can't be said. There were some things that were misunderstood, you know, just a whole bunch of things. But anyway, it got some people it pulled on their heartstrings. And I know sometimes I can say things and be a little fiery. That's because I am extremely passionate about what I feel, especially when it comes to humanity, because I see the urgency in everything. I see the importance of us being on top and being prepared and being aware of all things that can be forthcoming. And I'm just like, please, y'all, we don't have any more time. We don't have any more time. But it's important to have emotional intelligence, because some of the things that were being said, like, these people don't know me. They don't know me. You know, they want to generalize things, and it could have gotten me upset, but it washes off my back. Like, that doesn't bother me. And that takes a lot of practice, because I was once a person who would listen to the negative things and be like, yeah, see, I would reinforce the negative story that I'm telling myself. It would play in my shadows. But working through that healing space and integrating my shadow and recognizing that sometimes, well, all the time, hurt people hurt people. Misery loves company, that sentiment. And not to say that people are miserable, but people are hurt, and rightfully so. You have the right to feel hurt. You have the right to be sad. You have the right to be upset. And just to clarify, anything that you want, anything that you desire, anything that's in your heart space, you deserve to have. It doesn't matter what it is. If you feel that you deserve, you know, a nice, reliable car, you deserve that. If you feel that you deserve an apology from your abuser, you do deserve that. If you feel you deserve some type of monetary compensation for something, you do deserve that. As a matter of fact, I've told you all this before, but instead of telling people you're welcome when they say thank you to me, I just say you're so deserving, because you are. And sometimes we need to be reminded of that. We need to be reminded that we deserve what it is that we want, even if the thing that we want and the space that we want it from isn't willing to give it up wholeheartedly in the manner that we want it. That doesn't make you any less deserving. Let me just clarify. But one thing I know is that we melanin beings are so strong. We are so aware. We are so tapped in, tuned in, turned on, and we deserve everything that we want without having to wait on anyone else to give it to us, because we are creators. So when I say go forth and move in the intelligence of your emotions, setting forth your energy in a manner in which it will reciprocate, or it will return things back to you in a more dominant level, right? In a more higher level, in a more ascended manner. Because when you move with emotional intelligence, when you program your emotions to go forth without any disparity, without any anxiety, without any confusion, when you send forth your emotions and you say, this is what I deserve, this is what I desire, bring it to me, whatever manner it may come, okay? When you set forth those intentions, it will come back to you so much quicker, other than you asking, hoping, pleading, imploring, all of that. Those energies are not of the highest vibration to receive your desire in the fastest manner possible. Okay? So emotional intelligence comes with understanding that you control your emotions, not the other way around. Your emotions do not control you. And if you allow yourself to be open in your heart and your mind, recognize that everyone's experience is different. Everyone's sentiments are different based off of the things that they have gone through and how they perceive and ingest and then digest the information that is presented to them. It's all different. Thereby, our opinions, our words, our shapings, everything will be different. And that's what makes it a beautiful place. Because if you've seen how some artists have depicted a perfect utopia where everyone is the same, everything is the same, after a while it gets very mundane. It becomes very robotic. If you have a schedule that it is the same thing day in and day out, if you're honest and real with yourself, it does become boring. It does become tiresome. So it's important for people to have different opinions. It's important for people to have a different background. It's important for people to have different way of stating things, because everyone learns different, sees different, feels different, experiences different things. That's what you're here on this planet for. Because you did have a perfect life. Your spirit was in perfection and still is perfection. Your spirit is still in perfection. Like I said, I am a goddess, but I'm in this human body. So sometimes the perfection gets distorted and comes out imperfectly. It happens for all of us. We are all gods. We are all goddesses. We are all creators. We are all perfect, beautiful, infinite beings and souls here to experience things on different playing fields. And your emotions are just the product of that. Your emotions are just the product of your life. So when you program your emotions and you open your heart and you open your mind and you recognize sometimes the perfect being in you is translated imperfectly when you are, using this vessel, when you're here in this space and you don't hold anyone's feet to the fire and you're saying, no, condemnation to you because whatever, right? Condemnation to you because you made me feel a way. No, your feelings only last, like literally your emotions only last for about a minute and a half tops. If it furthers past that point, it's because you are fueling it with your thoughts. You're fueling it with your what ifs. You're fueling it with your they shouldn't has. You're fueling it with, oh my goodness, what could. You are fueling it, and that's why it's continuing. But your emotions do not continue past a certain, their shelf life is about 90 seconds. It's programmed with the intelligence that you give it. So if you have triggers that are unhealed and you hear certain things, you hear certain words or you see certain things, and it triggers your shadows, which now makes the emotions be triggered on another level, then you take it and you keep going and it furthers and it furthers and it furthers. That's not emotional intelligence. That's not emotional intelligence. Now, I'm not saying that means that you consistently turn the other cheek and you let things go and you just be like, yeah, whatever, la-di-da-di-da. No, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Because emotional intelligence is also recognizing that some people are not intelligent. Some people are not wise. Some people will never grow and thrive. So you hear what it is that they have to say, and then you keep it pushing. You don't take it and ingest it. But sometimes you need to recognize when certain people say things, it's for your own good. And although it may go against what it is that you say and you feel, it is something that can be beneficial for you. That is something that I learned in my journey of emotional intelligence, because my husband has a beautiful way of saying certain things and putting it together and having me just be like, okay, I got you. I don't know why you would tell me that, but I got you, right? And I say that in the moment, but I do know why he would tell me that, because my husband is so wise. He's so expansive. I love his mind so much. As a matter of fact, I think while he's home, I'm going to do a video with him. I was supposed to do a video with him a few months ago and I didn't do it, but I may do a whole video with him surrounding this topic, because that's one of his fortes. But yeah, have the emotional intelligence to say, you know what, you differ, I differ, I see your point, I don't have to rock. And that, as a matter of fact, at the end of the show with Brother Rich, he was like, you know what, I understand what you're saying, Ascending. He's like, I understand what you're saying, I don't agree with it, but I understand what you're saying. That's emotional intelligence. That right there. That is emotional intelligence, to say, I understand, I see your perspective, I get what you're saying, I don't like it, I would never say that, but I see what it is that you're saying, thank you for sharing, and then keep it pushing, kumbaya. But in this day and age of people being able to be thumb thuggers, like behind the keyboard, and them never really taking it, you know, face to face, yeah, emotional intelligence has gone out the window. But anyway, that is that, wealthy family. That's all I have for you today. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'm grateful for you all. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.